Back live with you tonight and in focus. Samwu is calling on the new city of Johannesburg Mayor Thobani Ahmed to prioritize service delivery in black townships. The Municipal Workers Union also says it will never again allow its workers to be treated with disdain like the DA-led administration did. For more on this, we're now joined by Samwu Johannesburg Regional Secretary Thobani Nkosi. Thobani, good evening and thank you very much for your time. How do you as Samwu receive the news of this new mayor, albeit others are saying it's an interim arrangement that is awaiting the outcomes of how negotiations will go between the ANC and the EFF?
No, good evening to you, Mr. Mdluli, and the viewers at home. On the last part on what you've just said, it's not for us to then analyze politics. There are analysts that will analyze that. All that we are grateful for is that at least at last there'll be somebody to listen to the workers in Johannesburg, equally to the residents of Johannesburg. Because for a very long time, especially in black townships, as we've said on our statement, service delivery was halted, reasons are unknown, but what we know or what we've seen is that it was just a deliberate move wherein fleet was not even sent to townships to collect refuse, where you had a challenge of closing potholes. You will see people going on strike first before potholes are closed. So now we are saying this new mayor should then prioritize these townships, equally the workers of the city of Johannesburg.
You're making demands on the mayor, but I mean, are you confident that this mayor would be his own person and would be able to make decisions without the influence of the other parties who maybe might be holding more sway in terms of numbers in that coalition arrangement?
No, we fully understand that they are in a coalition, but then, however, if all of them, they definitely want to lead the city of Johannesburg to its greater heights, therefore they'll have to then bow down to certain, it's not actually demands, but things that they should be doing in the city of Johannesburg. So what we are calling on the mayor are basic things that they should be actually doing without being even demanded by workers or the residents of Johannesburg. So what we're asking from the mayor, it's things that he's been speaking about previously. So now he's in the office, therefore let's see that action.
So are you saying to us the DA-led administration, I don't know whether you're saying told your workers or all of a sudden stopped sending your workers to black areas to service those areas? Was that a direct instruction that was given to them? Is something that happened automatically? How did it happen that the DA-led administration neglected, as you put it, black areas? It
was never a direct instruction. However, it was just a strategic one, wherein they made sure that they reduce resources, they render these employees redundant in the workplaces. Because for a practical example, I'll give you Pick It Up. In Pick It Up today, as we speak, there are drivers who are sitting doing nothing because there are no trucks. And what led to that? It's a battle of contracts around fleet. And the DA was just holding back. They did not even want to sign certain contracts. So that the very same drivers who are redundant, sitting in depots, go out and do what they are employed to do. So therefore, it was just a strategic move. It was a silent treatment. We were silently killed by that administration.
Now, what areas would you say the mayor need to prioritize? I mean, he was asked, he says potholes. He also said the finances of the city is something that he would want to prioritize, and, of course, areas around infrastructure.
One, it's your health department in the city, clinics that are run by the city. Two, it's your recreation centers. We've seen in our society, especially townships, recreation centers are turned into white elephants. They are no longer used. So if you can look into those spaces. And then on your question of potholes, the executive mayor has a responsibility now. JRA has a plant wherein the plant has been closed, I think for about 3 or 4 years. So we are saying go resuscitate that plant so the JRA can continue to then manufacture their own asphalt instead of buying from somebody else at a higher price.
There have been some other labor-related issues as well in the political squabbles that have gone on between the ANC and the DA, where some workers' contracts were refused to be renewed or at least suspended by the Democratic Alliance. Have those labor issues been resolved?
They are not resolved at all, and we are saying it's not only the 180. There's more to that. There are other employees who are unfairly suspended, unfairly dismissed. So on the labor matters that we are going to engage the matter on, the mayor on, include the 130 plus any other matter that was not dealt with fairness by the then administration.
All right. And so you're saying these are issues that you would be raising sharply with this new mayor. Have you sent a meeting request?
Yes, we have already sent a meeting request. It was sent last night, hoping that on the 3rd we'll definitely be meeting with the executive mayor.
Thobani, Nkosi, appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming on tonight here on In Focus. That is Thobani Nkosi, Joburg Regional Secretary for Samwu, calling for a prioritization of black areas in particular, but also the questions around some of the labor issues that have still not been addressed.